Warning, you are not watching Siskel and Ebert.
You are now entering Wang World.
Since I'll go back with another video, I'm Strange Wang. Today I have a film review for Longlegs. Before we get into the video, hit the thanks button down below. Donate some of that Bob, they know that cheese, that cheddar, that mozzarella. So I can get Nicolas Cage a subscription to the tanning bed. He needs a little bit of color. Nobody needs to be that white. But donate some money to your boy. If you don't want to do that because you're cheap, like your boy, subscribe. It's free. It helps out the channel a lot. We do appreciate it. But let's get down to brass tacks. I gave Longlegs a 9.1 out of 10 Wangs.
Why? Why?
Because everything you heard about this film in the little commercials or reviews, it's all fucking true. Except the Silence of the Lambs thing.
That's a reach.
I get if a couple things were inspired by Silence of the Lambs. I think Silence of the Lambs is I think it's a better film, directing wise, shots, the whole nine. I think it just outdoes this movie. But that's just my opinion. I don't think we need to compare it to both films, because other than there being a serial killer movie with a female lead, there's not much here. I mean, there's a bit in the beginning, but other than that, it's its own fucking movie. And it's a really good movie.
And I'm not lying!
Which is why I gave it a 9.1 out of 10 Wangs. You don't believe me, go on Rotten Tomatoes. That shit's probably like a 99 or 98 or something. People love this movie because it's great. And Longlegs is a movie that's creepy. It's chilling. It's going to stick with you. Whether you're at home driving back to the house thinking about it, or you see somebody with gray hair. It's just this film sticks with you. It stays with you. You constantly are thinking about it and choices it made and how things went about with the ending and whatnot. It's a film that you will never forget if you see it.
That there's impressive.
And it's not just how creepy this film is and the technique of the horror, how they brought it to the screen that makes it so good, because I don't like horror movies. I get scared watching Scooby-Doo. I do not like horror movies. I am very jumpy. They're not for me, but I do love good filmmaking. I do go and try to see good films, and this is one that I heard I could not miss, and I'm glad I did not, because everything's good about this movie. All the performances are good. Nicolas Cage being the standout.
That boy good!
It is pure nightmare fuel what Nicolas Cage does in front of the camera while it's recording for this film. Is complete lunacy, and without a doubt it's my favorite part of the film because it's so unpredictable. And I have a YouTube channel about movies. Nate and I, the person who I do other videos with, we talk about movies. I watch movies. I rewatch movies. I go back and watch movies. I love cinema. I've seen a lot of movies. It's very, very difficult to do something and people not catch on and be like, oh, I feel like it's going to go this way, and have some kind of right, kind of wrong intuition about a film going in that direction. This film, you can't even... Maybe I was so scared because it just keeps the tension starting to finish, but I couldn't even predict where the fuck this thing was going until it was right fucking there, and I was like 2 seconds. The film was 2 seconds behind. I was like, oh shit, it's actually happening. Because people like Nicolas Cage in this movie just... I don't know how to explain it. They just lose their minds on camera, and it's one of the most intoxicating, glue your eyes to the screen performances I've ever seen. And honestly, it's probably my favorite Nicolas Cage performance of all time.
You dig?
My other favorite thing about this film is it has patience. It's willing to wait. It's willing to earn the terror that this film creates by not rushing things. But when it comes to the third act, that is thrown out the motherfucking window. The director had it, and they sort of stopped at the finish line and was just like, I win, I crossed the line, like, what else do I need to do? It was rushed. Maybe on rewatches I'll understand it, I'll pick up certain details, but there was literally barely any tension in the third act and the climax, and you built this whole thing up, this whole crescendo, and you think you have me on the edge of my seat, and you think it's going to drag out, and I won't get closer and closer and then get startled or whatever horror movies do. And instead it's just like bing bam boom, credits. And it's like, what the fuck was that? It made me mad because the film's so good up to that point, but the ending, when explained, it's logical, it makes sense how it went down. It's a great film. I'm not going to knock it because the filmmaking in this film is
phenomenal.
But that ending, it tears my fucking heart out and it steps on it. But it's one of the scariest movies you'll see this year. It's probably the scariest thriller of all time. It's the scariest thriller I've ever seen. It's the most scared I've ever been during a thriller, I'll tell you that right now. Take the basement scene from Zodiac and take that attention and put it over a whole fucking movie. It's terrifying. But it's a good movie, which is why I gave it a 9.1 out of 10 Wangs. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.